the storm across the ride of the strong horse rider. So he's going to mention, and you would think my ego it would be pleased to swap positions with one of these. Though the poet devises the satisfaction as well as the admiring the talents of athletes, he doesn't wish to exchange place with them. So he is going to mention the hardness as well as the workers of that particular hard workers, but he doesn't want to involve like a player. That's what he's going to share. So he is going to tell about all the workers as well as players in the field, but he doesn't want to be like a player. And then next, well ego, it might be pleased enough, but zealous athletes play so rough. The poet's ego is pleased enough now, and as he does not with those active players who play so rough. And the poet didn't like the players are playing with so rough and uneven manner. So that may be called as here he is going to compare the players are the egoness. And then they do never in their dealings consider. So next two lines, they do never even the dealings consider one another feeling. The athletes never consider one another feelings in their activities. That's what he is going to share. The athletes never consider one another feelings in their activities. So that's what the red line. And then I'm glad that when my struggle begins and things prudence and ego prudence wins. The poet is glad that when a struggle begins wisdom or ego. So the struggle begins or gets wisdom or ego. His wisdom wins over his ego. So he is going to give the importance to the wisdom, not for the ego. And then when swollen eyes meets gland fist and snaps the knee and crackles the wrist. Here is going to end when the athlete's swollen eye comes into the contact with a rough and twisted blow, and when his knee breaks his wrist and cracks. So it may be some sort of struggle as well as the cracks in their body, but the poet is going to giving importance to only the spectator. When affiliation demands and is the doctor in the stance, my soul is true, thanking the speaks and for the modest physics. And then athletes, I'll drink for you and eat with you and except compete with you. So that's what the final stanza of the particular poem. Next, through this is going to conclude. The narrator's soul suffers because when the athletes gets hurt, when the officials demand the treatment of them, they are going to give some treat only for the player by the audience. That's why you want to become a spectator. And there is a doctor also standing hereby, but the spectator or the audience only going to give some of the help to the athletes. The narrator's souls offer thanksgiving to modest physics. The doctors also, the narrator as a spectator is going to give a thank to the doctors, those who are helping in the ground. The poet says that he will drink with the athletes. Finally, the poet says as the last stanza, he will drink with the athletes as well as eat with them, and but he doesn't want to participate that particular game. That's what he is going to conclude. The poet is ready to offer even a radium for tickets to watch them running and jumping and happily in the stadium, but the poet doesn't want to participate any game. Intimately or ultimately, he comforts himself and that he is himself and he is not athletes. That's what is going to conclude. He wants to help all the people, all the players in the field, but he doesn't want to be a player. So he wants to be only a spectator, then only he can enjoy all the games, and he can has the capacity to eat all the things or snacks with the players, but he doesn't want to be a player, he wants to be only a spectator. That's what Ogden Nash says some of the points through this second poem. Thank you.